Obviously, this year's a pretty unusual one and has been an especially difficult one due to the impact of COVID-19. And we've all felt that in a personal sense in our lockdowns, not being able to see our families and not being able to do all the things that we normally would like to do. But the impact on HIV services in terms of prevention, treatment and care in those who actually administer the funds that we give on the ground in terms of our Rapid Response Fund has been even more severe. And organisations that are delivering services on the ground have had to adapt pretty swiftly to working from home, working in lockdowns through local restrictions, and while staying to connected to the people in the community that they serve. And there are so many examples, so many incredible examples from our partners that we've seen. In Ecuador, a partner of ours adapted so quickly to ensure that those living with HIV, especially those from the transgender community, could access medications using their mobile phones and online services. And another example from Kenya, where an LGBT group that supports those migrants into Kenya was able to adapt to providing a moving service using a scooter so that those who relied on a clinic treatment weren't missing out on treatments. And Frontline AIDS and its partners are continuing to work hard to take the fear out of the pandemic at a time when many people are worried about their health, their rights and their livelihoods. For example, we support some of the most marginalised communities and people in society whose health needs are often forgotten and who are afraid to visit health clinics through fear of getting COVID-19. And this is really where our partners in the community have stepped up to deliver medication to people at homes, to deliver PPE, food parcels, and work with the governments so that people can take their medication safely and to minimise the risk of contracting COVID-19. Sadly, the COVID-19 epidemic has also seen the rolling back of human rights and human rights abuses. And we've seen this in Uganda, where members of the LGBT community were targeted for arrest. Following swift action from our partners, charges against them were dropped, but the case highlights how COVID-19 is being used as an excuse to persecute those who are already so marginalised. And I suppose COVID-19 has also really focused us in terms of reminding us what HIV and AIDS and what World AIDS Day means to all of us. I think that HIV and AIDS is often forgotten even before COVID, and we are in a real danger of it becoming the forgotten pandemic. I suppose what World AIDS Day means to me is it reminds me of how fortunate I am to be where I am, to benefit from the medical treatments from the NHS and from the services that I think we all take for granted. It reminds me of the people that we've lost, the people that we continue to lose, the 13,000 people every week we continue to lose as a result of the ongoing pandemic of HIV. It reminds me of the progress we've made, but also the progress we have yet to make. And the importance of not forgetting that HIV isn't over, that AIDS isn't over, and that we've still got a way to go to ensure that everyone all around the world can benefit from the treatments that we sometimes take for granted here.